Alright, what's up everyone? My name is Reacts and welcome to day one of the official Green Day Marathon. I hope you guys enjoyed that little intro I made. Took me I don't know, 20 minutes to make it. I'm sure it looked like garbage. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But welcome to the official Green Day Marathon, where about a month or two ago I did a poll where I did a bracket of a bunch of different artists and bands going up against each other, and by a surprisingly long shot everyone chose Green Day to win. So here we are reacting to every single Green Day album in chronological order. Before we get into day one, I do want to go over a few little things. Now this is just going to be for this video. The rest of the videos are not going to have this. One, I will not be reacting to anything but the base albums, alright? I'm not going to be reacting to anniversary editions. I'm not going to be reacting to deluxe albums. I'm not going to be reacting to the B-sides, to remix albums or EPs. It's strictly only base LPs that had released. Two, there will be two versions of each video. There will be a Patreon version, which is the version that is completely unedited, full songs, very long. Most are going to be over an hour long. And then there's going to be the YouTube version, the one that you're most likely watching now, which will be a very heavily edited down version due to copyright. I've tried to do full songs on here, but every time it just gets completely blocked by YouTube. And three, alright, and this is the most important one. These are all my opinions. Okay, let's get this straight. Don't expect me to go into these videos being the most critical person on the planet, alright? Going into these albums to have fun, to listen to good music, and that is all. I'm gonna, give my opinion. I'm gonna say whether or not I like it. I'm not gonna be too biased, because I will admit Green Day were a very childhood nostalgic band for me, so there's probably going to be a lot of nostalgia biasm. I don't know, but don't expect me to be like Anthony Fantano. That's all I'm saying. All right, these are all my opinions, and if you guys enjoy these albums, I hope you guys enjoy them. Continue enjoying them. And if you guys hate these albums, continue hating them. I don't care, as long as you don't attack me for what I am about to say for some of these albums. All right, but that is really it. That's all I wanted to say. I do hope you guys do enjoy this video. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, like I see, please consider subscribing. It's video help out the channel a lot. We're actually on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And yeah, we're actually on the final lap. We're only 800 away. So that'd be really cool if you guys can help me get to that goal. But yeah, other than that, I do hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you all later. Alrighty, so first track is track number 1, At the Library. Ooh, that's very quiet. Okay. Ooh, I love that guitar riff. Well, you can't really hear his voice. There we go. That's pretty cool. You can kind of tell they're trying to find their sound in the song. I don't know, so far it's not bad, but I don't know, I feel like the mixing's pretty bad on it, and you can't really hear what he's saying, in all fairness, the way they were recording back then. And if I am correct, yeah, they hadn't been signed to a label yet, so kind of makes sense that the quality isn't going to be great. It's pretty good. It's fun. Whoa. Ooh, okay, we got a little switch up. I want to show the lyrics, but it won't let me. Oh, there we go. Hey. That was cool. I like that. I think that, man, it's hard to explain. Because I feel like my only issue with that track is just the mixing and stuff. But the thing is that it makes sense that it's not going to be mixed great, because they released it independently, so they most likely just made it in I don't know, in their own home or a garage or something. So obviously the recording quality isn't going to be great, but for an intro to the album, it's pretty all right. I feel like it kind of sets the mood for the entire album pretty well, and I do think lyrically it was pretty fun. You could definitely tell that they're trying to find their sound though, which is cool. I do like to see that, because that means they're gonna do a lot more experimenting in this album, or at least that's what I hope. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a W. I really enjoyed that. All right, next track is Don't Leave Me. Ooh, I like the guitar riff for this one. Hold on. Ooh, okay, I like this. All right. I really like this chorus. Sorry if I'm not like talking too much. I'm just kind of like vibing out, to be honest. Also, since this is their first album, I'm not gonna really expect any like lyrical genius to happen in this. So that's another reason why I'm not like going too deep into it and kind of just vibing out more so. But I am really enjoying this so far. Like, it is actually a really good track. I think I do prefer this over the last track. I feel like this one's a lot more finished. Alright. Yeah, this would definitely probably sound better live. That was cool. I like that one. I'm gonna also give that. Where is it? I'm gonna give that also a W. I will say I feel like that one's gonna be like a song that would be better live because I feel like the energy of the song doesn't translate that well into like recording. I feel like if you were to like hear that live, like I don't mean live and mean with 1,000 people. I mean live in like a garage or like a basement style concert where it's like only like a few hundred people. So like you're like right up in front with Green Day and you're just like all that energy going. Like I feel like that's where this song would probably shine the most. Like it's still a good song, but again, I feel like my only issue here is that it doesn't really translate well to recording, more so than it would in concert. But I still liked it. I thought that was a very fun track. But on to the next track, which is track number 3, I Was There. Also, let me know what you guys think of having the lyrics here. Alright. Oh, this one's fun. I really like the raw feel of this. Like, it feels like they're just like recording this. They're just live recording this on like a tape recorder or something. Like, it doesn't feel like these are all separate things. Like, this feels like they are doing it all together, recording everything at once. And I like that. It sounds cool. It gives like this cool raw energy to it. But again, I feel like this is also another track that kind of feels like it's supposed to be enjoyed better live. Ooh, okay. I really like that guitar riff. I think that guitar is really nice. Ooh, that sounds dope. I feel like this album's getting like progressively better with each track. Like, I know I'm only in the third track, but still, I don't know. I like this better than the last song. And I like the last song better than the previous song. That was good. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna give that a W. Again, it's nothing like insane, you know. Like I feel like there's just not like it's hard to explain because I feel like I'm gonna be a broken record when I say this. There's something about these past 3 songs that I just feel like they're not translating well to recording. I feel like it being recorded is kind of like muffling the energy in a sense. Like you're just not getting the energy as much. Or maybe it could just be because of my headphones. They're very like bass heavy, so it kind of like lowers everything else. Especially since nowadays most music involves like a lot of bass, 808s and stuff like that, so you're not really, maybe it's just I'm not getting the full effect of it, but it's still a good song. I still enjoy it. It's just really fun. That's all I can really say. It's just a fun track. All right, on to the next track, which is Disappearing Boy. Ooh, okay. Ooh, hold on. Yo, this one's fun. Hold on. I don't know, are you? Okay. I feel like this song's translating better. Like I'm feeling the energy a lot more. Whoa. Ooh. Chilled it out a little bit. I like that. Oh no, I really like this one a lot. That was it. Damn, these tracks are very short. But yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That honestly, I think that's my favorite one so far. That's also another very, very high W. Honestly, the highest W so far. I think vocally I was great. I think instrumental is great. Lyrically is very well written. That was a very fun song. And I think that out of all 4 songs I've listened to so far, I think this one's translated the best. Like, you can actually feel the energy a lot more than with the other tracks. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I love that. It actually got me very excited for the next track, which is their self-titled track. Not album self-titled track, but their name self-titled track. Green Day, track number 5. Whoa. Okay. I really like this. Hey, oh, hold on. Oh, that sounds a little bit messy, but it's messy, but I kind of like it. I think it works. All right. Yeah, I really like this track. These past 2 tracks are probably my favorite so far on this album. I feel like they feel like the most finished. Sorry if I'm not like talking too much. I'm just like grooving out. This is really good, man. I like that one. Ooh, I love that one. Ooh, that was a good one. All right, but yeah, that was track number 5, the halfway mark. Green Day, absolutely love that one. I think vocally that was great, instrumentally that was great, lyrically that was great. I think that was a killer track. I kind of, honest to God, if that would have been longer, I honestly might have loved that even more. So far, like, this album is definitely one of those albums that I feel like each track is progressively getting better, which is, to me, isn't a bad thing. It's kind of cool in how, like, the first track, you can definitely tell that they're trying to find their sound, but then now with their track Green Day, it kind of feels like they're like slowly finding their sound and what they like. So yeah, I really like that. But on to the next track, track number 6, going to Pasalacqua, I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Whoa. Ooh, I really like that one. Hey, okay. I like those ad-libs, man. Ooh, that's a nice guitar riff. Oh, this feels like the most Green Day song so far. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell I was just saying there. I'm gonna shut up and drink my tea. Alright. This is cool. I really like this. Ooh, okay. Dude, I love this one. That was a good one. I really, really enjoyed that one. Yeah, I really love that one. That might actually, yeah, I'm gonna give that W. I think vocally I was great. Again, just like the last track, very, very fun track. Honestly, I don't know if I like it as much as the last track though. Like, I love it. I think that out of all of them, I feel like this one felt the most produced. Like, all the money went into this one, but like the last track, I don't know, something about the last 2 tracks. I don't know, I feel like the energy was a lot more prominent in those tracks than this one, but it's still a great track. Like, I still love the track. We are over halfway, so I might as well talk a little bit about the album. But so far, I'm really enjoying myself. Like, I know I might not be talking too much, but that's just because since it's their debut album, I'm not really expecting too much when it comes to the songs. Like, I'm not expecting there to be any like deep cryptic meanings or insane sounds, so I'm just expecting more so just like fun punk songs, you know, and that's exactly what I'm getting. I'm getting very fun punk songs. I think so far my biggest complaint is the fact that I feel like some of these tracks just aren't translating well to recording, and I do feel like they would probably be better live. But also I feel like some of the tracks just don't have a lot of too much energy to them, and I feel like the production on it is pretty messy and the mixing is very bad, but I'm not really gonna hold that against them because at the end of the day, this is their first album and it's an album that they released independently, so that's why I'm not gonna really be too hard on them. On to the next track, 16. Well, okay. Okay. Whoa, okay. Ugh. This one's kind of messy. This one definitely gives off that garage band like aesthetic. It's cool. I just don't really. I'm not enjoying this part though. Like, I don't know. I feel like this one's very messy, very similar to the first few tracks. It's hard to explain because like it's very messy, very similar to the first few tracks. And I will say, this part right here is not something I'm preferring, but I feel like the actual verses are really carrying the song for me, and the instrumentals. If they did away with this part, I probably would like it more. Ooh, I like this little breakdown. I didn't mind that. Yeah, that was 16, track number 7. I'll give that a light W. Because it was good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like there was a lot of issues with it. I don't know, there was just moments where the vocals kind of sounded off, and I just didn't really like the sound or a melody choice that he was going for, especially with like, I don't know if those were like the choruses. I don't think it was the chorus. I think it was more so like a hook. Yeah, it's just something that I wasn't really enjoying, but I will say the verses themselves were pretty good, and I did like the instrumentals, which is why I'm still giving it a light W. But if it wasn't for that, I probably would give it a mid. And also the production on it was very lackluster. I feel like there wasn't too much energy in it, and I feel like it was very messy, and I think it was mixed pretty poorly. Other than that, next track is Road to Acceptance. Whoa. All right. Hey. Not bad. Again, vocals are pretty off. I can't lie. The vocals are very off. But again, I'm kind of giving them leeway with that because I said this already. First album, independent, still trying to find their sound. So again, I'm not expecting this to be anything insane. But it's a fun song so far. All right. Oh no, wait, hold on. Wait, I just looked it up. They were under a label. They were under the label Lookout. I might have actually had a little bit of a budget for this. So yeah, because because they had a producer. Oh, he produced their first 2 EPs and then 2 of their albums. Oh no, they actually had a mixing engineer, recording engineer, stuff like that. Okay, so no, this was under a label. This should have sounded a lot better, honestly. So I guess I was wrong. Maybe it doesn't need that much leeway. It's a fun track though. Nothing insane. I'm not really liking this last bit. Oh. Okay, are we picking up again? Ah, it was cool. Alright, but yeah, that was Road to Acceptance. I'm gonna give that another W. I really liked it. A lighter W, not like a normal W, light W. Again, I do think there's some issues with it, again, with the mixing, and I think the vocals aren't that great on it. But it's still like a very fun track. I think that it still has that potential. And again, it's still one of those things where they're definitely trying to find their sound, because the coherency on this album so far is not really existent. Like they're for the most part kind of coherent, but like it's kind of very loose on coherency, because all the vocals sound like a different style, and I don't know, I feel like they're just experimenting a lot with this, so there's not much like, from point A to point B. There's a lot of twists and turns to it. It's all right. On to the next track, which is Rest. Okay, going for like a slower song, I guess. Okay, I like the lyrics on this one. Again, not very keen on the vocals. I like the lyricism, but I feel like this one's like the dullest one so far, like sound wise and vocally. Yeah, I'm not really into this one, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be for real with you. I wasn't too into that one. It was alright. I feel like vocally and like the production was a little too slow for me. The lyricism I actually liked. I didn't mind the lyricism. I think the lyricism was actually the best part of this song. But I just feel like everything else was very sluggish, and I felt like it was kind of dragging on. Kind of stayed at the same tempo too. Like it didn't really change at all. Like it kind of was very monotone, and outside of the lyricism, everything else was kind of dull. So for that, I'm gonna give that a mid. I wouldn't ever return to that song. Honestly, I'd probably skip that one. That kind of sucks. They were doing good though. They were going on a streak of W's. Yeah, other than that, on to the final track, which is The Judge's Daughter. Wow, okay. Alright. I like this one. This one's really cool. Ooh, I love that guitar riff. Oh, this one would be killer live. Ooh, okay. Yo, this is a really good outro. That was a great outro to the album, honestly. That really like pulled me back in. Again, I'm sorry, I know I didn't talk, but I was just kind of like rocking out and just grooving to the actual song. But yeah, that was The Judge's Daughter, the final track. It's gonna say mid because I'm switching scenes, and it's not a mid. Alright, it says mid, it's not a mid. That's just because I switched back to this scene. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm gonna give that a W. I really enjoyed that, honestly. I think vocally I was great. I think instrumentally I was great. Lyrically I was great. I feel like this chick, they kind of found their sound just a little bit more. Very similar to a lot of the middle tracks. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Nope, amazed by that one. Alright, but yeah, we did it. We reacted to 1039/Smooth. Honestly, that wasn't that bad of an album. That was a pretty enjoyable album. I mean, outside like a few issues with it, I didn't really mind it. Obviously, I will go like into more graver detail when I post my AO2Y review, but like off rip, like off the top of my head, I feel like in this album, there's like a lot of potential, and like you could tell that there was potential with them, but I will say it's definitely a little bit of a mixed bag, because I feel like even though there are some great tracks on here, I don't think there's anything that really like fully stands out, you know. Like I don't feel like there's any hits on this album, which again, it is their first album, so I'm not really expecting that, but I feel like I should probably say it since I am reviewing the album. I think that the mixing's absolutely atrocious on this album. I don't think it's mixed very well at all. There are some songs where I feel like the voice isn't very loud and you can barely hear him sing. Like you hear more the instrumentals than the voice, and sometimes you hear the voice more than the actual instrumentals themselves. I think the production is lackluster in some tracks, and I feel like a lot of the tracks issues, or like the biggest issues, is I feel like a lot of the tracks are just not translating well into recording. I feel like these are tracks that are meant to be played live and are meant to really feel the energy of these tracks, and to hear the energy, you have to be in person hearing it live with the band playing, like right up in front with them. But outside of that, there are a lot of good qualities in this track, or in this album. I feel like there are a lot of instrumentals that are very well made. I think that Billy did pretty well vocally, even though there were a lot of moments where the vocals were kind of iffy. Like for the most part, he did do pretty solid vocally. I do like the ideas and concepts through a lot of these songs, even though this album did lack a little bit of cohesion. Yeah, outside of that, like I don't have, I guess I do have problems with it because I just went on a rant talking about all the problems with it, but there's cool qualities to this, you know. It is an album that really shows their potential and really shows, like, if you were listening to this back in like the 90s or whatever, when this first released, and you listen to this, and you'd probably go like, oh yeah, these guys, like, this isn't great, but like these guys have potential. Like I could see these guys getting big in the future, which obviously they did. Outside of that, I didn't mind the album. It's definitely like a cool start to this marathon though. But yeah, if I had to like give this a rating, honestly, I'm gonna be like completely for real here. I'm gonna give like an honest rating. I probably give it like a 6 flat. There again, like I said, it's a cool album, like it's a fun album, but I feel like that's it, you know. It's fun, but outside of that, there's nothing like insanely good on it, you know. I feel like there's nothing that really stands out to me, or anything that would really convince me to like, oh yeah, I want to keep returning to this, or something that I would have on rotation. That's all I really gotta say about that album. But Thank you guys so much for joining me in day 1 of the Green Day album review marathon. Let me know what you guys think about this album, and let me know what your favorite song is on this album, what your least favorite song is on this album. Yeah, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification bell so you're notified every time I upload. Make sure you guys go check out my A2Y where I'm going to be leaving a more in-depth review of this album. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, wherever you are, and I'll see y'all tomorrow with day 2 of the Green Day marathon. Peace.
I make it look effortless. I make it look effortless. Tell you what, I don't need to preface it. I'm filling my cup, but it's still half empty. I feel like a pessimist. She thinks she in love, but she only half met me. She don't get